Hi, everyone. Mitch from PickDogs.com here with Jay, Brad, and Chris. It is Thursday, November 14th, 2024, here with your live show. Live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. No excuses. Just keep showing up. Free picks. Brad joining our regular daily video library, which we welcome aboard. Chris and I think I love doing the videos, but I like the fact that now we could do even more and cover the games that we want to cover, as well as, not just the Purdue versus Alabama, right? College hoops.
Pays just the same as Navy Liberty.
It does, but I used to say, it's the same. Throw a couple bucks. It's like watching the Super Bowl until you actually sit down and watch those.
You're like, what the hell did I get myself into? Now I got to commit to this for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's kind of like that Colorado State Wyoming game for tomorrow. It's like that. Yeah,
I forgot that shit even existed.
Oh, it exists. Colorado State's actually not bad this year. Not bad at all. 6 wins, bowl eligible. Almost beat Texas.
Not gonna lie, it's 6 more wins than I thought they had.
They came close to beating Texas. What was the score on that one? 68-3, something like that.
Give or take.
They avoided the shutout. I don't even know if they actually did.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Making a full video on Stonehill Robert Morris. That I had to dig deep for that one.
Well, it's the beauty of it is that as the season goes on, you'll have trouble keeping those below 4 minutes.
Yeah,
it's just the way that it is, and it's like when you get your SWAC on Mondays, it's like you'll be that Howard versus North Carolina Central. It's like it's amazing. It's like these guys become your family. It's like you're familiar with all the players.
Like I've invited Mercy Hurst to Christmas dinner. Like it's
the Lakers. How about the NBA putting out the lines for the in-season tournament games early? How about that, man? So we could actually cap the games and actually, start working on them now. There's some good ones, man. Suns against the Thunder is one of them. And the Lakers against playing someone. Of course, Hawks Wizards. I mean, they play every day. Dumb question. Love a dumb question. No such thing as dumb question. Just dumb people ask stupid questions. Let's see what we got. How do you calculate the amount of units bettors are up on your website? We've said this about 1,000 times, man. How about block? Let's block this guy. You know what? Block him. It's 100 per bet. I mean, exactly how sports books put their odds on the board. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna block you because we're sick of you. It's like I think that this is the guy from that other turds group who did that video. Who he got on his high horse, but meanwhile he doesn't document anything.
Yeah.
It's like the other guys that bad mouth people for selling picks, but they sell picks. It's like I have a whole member area where they have other stuff. Take your picks out and see how many you sell. That's my answer to that. I can't do that. Well, do it, man. If you're not selling picks, then it shouldn't matter. I can't do it. Then you're selling picks. People hate that, man. They hate that. These are all Jay's friends. I'm blocked by all these people. Except for Lindy. Me and Jay are both blocked from Lindy. All those guys are selling picks now too, aren't they? I saw over there. I went over there. They were selling picks.
I didn't see. I haven't looked.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay more than $1 for Lindy's shit.
$2 Tuesday.
I was gonna say something else, but $2 something else. But Jay looks dialed in. What are you watching, Jay? You watching porn over there? What's going on?
Studying the
editing in the background.
Oh, jam session? Yeah. Just wondering where the motherfucking jam session was. Anyways, Brad, how you like your first day of doing a ton of videos? Especially they got thrown on you kind of at the last second. We had it looked like a light schedule, and then I realized why it was a light schedule.
Yeah, no, it was good. The first couple ones, it takes some time to get used to, but by the fifth one, sixth one, I was flowing. So I feel like the more I do them, the easier it'll get. It's the same with the articles.
Not only that, it's like what's going to happen is you're going to become really familiar with these teams, and it's like like Ruffalo, and I am. It's like you're just really, really familiar. And Jay is with the NBA stuff. It's like you just become really, really familiar with the pulse of everything that's going on, and how they did last game, and because it's amazing. I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I got screwed yesterday. I don't even want to talk about it. I had the Pistons, man. That was gruesome. That was bad.
Did you have the Pacers as well?
No, I didn't have the Pacers. I had the Pistons and the Nets, who were also winning and lost.
Yeah.
I had every bad beat you could possibly have. I had St. John's laying 23.5, up by 24. They toss in the garbage 3 on me. They win by 21.
Oh.
It's so bad. It was like that's the run I've been on, except for NFL football. Really, for the last since that Purdue game, where they were Purdue against Northern Kentucky. Purdue was up by 20 with 17 seconds left to go with the ball, and Northern Kentucky fouled. They hit the 2 foul shots to cover the 20.5 point spread. Ever since that, it's been. I'm parking in different spots, changing my clothes, and like shaving different, side first. I'm trying everything, man. So I don't know what to do. Different socks. I don't know. It's like when I do my 7 free picks in 5 minutes, it's like I'm trying to make sure I hit like a certain spot. I throw my cards, like everything. It's like whatever. I got to get that juju going. It's part of betting, though. You could just go through streaks like this. It just happens, man. Normally it happens when a lot of favorites are covering. It's basically the way it is for me. It's like if a lot of favorites are coming in, I'm probably not going to do so well. There's certain people, if they're on top of the leaderboard, like Ruffalo, it's like I'm just not going to be there. It's like the super square play. Oh, well. Jay, your boys are on tonight. Dallas against Utah Jazz. Got Jazz hands on this one. It's always tough when it's an island game, and it's just one game, It's like the lines get tight, and it's like it just never feels good. I see a lot of comments. I'm not even watching Jay's picks from the Mavericks game. I'm watching that stuff. It's like, what about last year when they like absolutely murdered it against the number down the stretch and went all the way to the finals, man? It's like they forget how soon they forget, man.
And selective memory.
No matter what they say about you, though, I get the worst comments. Brad will soon get to experience it.
Yep, I'm ready. Hasn't happened yet, but
it will happen. Don't worry about it.
I know they're coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I can take it though.
I had one on Saturday. Was it Saturday or Sunday? Where the guy said, "You fuck you, you lost me money." The game didn't even start for like another 3 hours. The comment was up. Not for the thin-skinned. Anyways, what do you think of this one? Dallas against the Jazz.
Y'all know what I think, man.
The marketing show.
Nah, we on the Mavs. I'm just gonna run down all the numbers. Like Mitch said, how soon people forget. Like, let's just refresh people's memory. Last year, the number one ATS team in the NBA was the Orlando Magic. They covered at a 61% clip in the NBA. Basically 62. They were 55-34. Number 2, the second best ATS team in basketball last year was the Dallas Mavericks, 60-43-1. They covered in 58% of their games. Let's go a little deeper. Where did Dallas do most of their covering? It was on the road, where they were the number 1 road ATS team in the NBA, 34-18-1 against the number on the road last season. You can go even a little deeper than that. Where did they do most of their damage on the road? It was when they were favored on the road. They were favored on the road last year in 25 games. They were 20-5 ATS as road favorites last year. Like, also last season, coming off of a loss, they were the second best ATS team in the league following a loss. They were 25-14-1, covered at a 64.1% clip following a loss. The Jazz this season, I love betting the Jazz. The Jazz were one of my favorite teams a season ago. They were 24-17 at home at the crib. That's who the Utah Jazz were. Right now, currently, the Jazz are on the do not bet list. They earn their way on the do not bet list because we know that we cannot trust them currently. They're 1-4 ATS this season. The reason I bring up last season numbers, I know a lot of you just want to throw them out of the window. Dallas has only been in this situation once this season, and it was the second game of the year. They were a 1-point favorite on the road in Phoenix. So if that's enough to throw the situation out of the window, by all means, go right ahead. But the Jazz have not been trustworthy this season. As somebody who loves betting the Jazz, Mitch, could tell you. I love my Europeans, man. But
European white guys. Jay's
I had the Jazz as my play of the day the last game they played against the Phoenix Suns, and they let me down again. This team is not in a great fashion. They're not in a great mode right now. I think this is just a great spot for Dallas to get right coming off an emotional loss in Golden State. I think they just take their frustration that's only on a bad Utah team. Pick a number, I think, honestly, tonight. I'm laying it. Freemium, laying it.
Brad?
Yep. To piggyback off that, I'm on the Mavs as well. I think they get a double-digit win here. I mean, this Jazz team, they play terrible defense. They give up a bunch of threes, so I expect a big game from Clay. I think Luka will get a bunch of attention, and then he'll be kicking it out to some of these shooters. So, yep, on the Jazz here as well. Since it is a short slate, I'll give out a player prop too. Give me Kyrie over 4.5 assists. He's been hitting this no problem as of late. And the way this Jazz team plays defense, I think he has a game. And I feel like this Jazz team, I mean, Kessler is not a great player, don't get me wrong, but they are kind of lacking a big man in the paint.
I hate Kessler.
You don't like,
you don't have to apologize. No, he doesn't even do that. And he's supposed to be the shot blocker. He doesn't do that either, man. He just stands around.
I think when they get him back, they may be a better team. I think they're lacking a presence in the paint right now. So I also like Laurie. Laurie rebounds too with Kessler up.
Kessler lost me a lot of money at Auburn. Someone's at my door. Anyways, Chris. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to do the doorbell. I reset it, and now it's like all tunes.
That's a crazy doorbell.
That is a wild doorbell. I think I'll go in for a while.
I thought I walked into a convenience store or something. Too. The ice cream truck is going by. I know Mitch can't turn down a good ice cream bar. I'm going to take the under here, mainly because I don't trust either of these teams. I know the spot would, given what we've known historically with Dallas, would say that Dallas covers this thing, but 3 losses in a row. They haven't looked great in those losses. I mean, they were competitive, but still they're emotional losses, like Jay said, and sometimes it's hard to get up for an emotional game to play the Utah Jazz of all teams. So I'm going to take the under here because Utah doesn't score a whole lot at home. And I think it's, like I said, 231 just feels a bit high to me for a team that's putting up 101 points per game at home this season. So give me the under.
My electrician, he's got some ideas for the studio. My wife asked him. Whew. My turn?
Yep.
I'm on Jazz. I just think it's island game, and I think, probably not going to bet it anyway. So not a game that I'm, rushing to the window for. So I don't know. I'm always just very leery of these type of spots, I'm kind of back and forth on it, really. I would Ruffalo it.
Yeah, typically I would take the Jazz in this spot, but just the way they've been playing lately, I can't trust them.
Well, they're ass. They're ass.
I was on them against the Suns too, and after that one, I was like, no.
The fact that all three y'all are skittish about it just makes me love it even more. Like I don't understand it. I just rattled off so many numbers that support the Mavs
because you're blinded by bias.
No, how is that bias? How is that bias?
I'm just pulling your chain.
No,
unbunch the G string. Just
they're not bunched. I'm just the fact that everybody's so skittish about it makes me love it. Like, this might be an air out, like a blowout session.
It's not a bad idea to have the electrician put in a new doorbell.
While you're here,
I can't figure it out. What's the whole thing is I can't figure it out. So it plays like a medley of songs. It plays a different song every time.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Christmas music.
I thought, okay, I'm not gonna lie, it sounded like dreidel.
No, I don't think that was, but it does play that one. It also plays Happy Birthday. Like it could be anything. Like it's so random. Like I'll go hit it a couple times. Here, I'll go hit it a couple.
Oh,
let's hear it.
His wife's gonna kill him.
The fact that it plays different songs is wild. Never knew a doorbell could do that.
Oh man. I love how we're all just sitting in silence, just waiting for a doorbell.
Yeah.
This is peak pick dogs right now. There was.
Wow, they got that one. Okay.
Is that Poker Face? It's Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, that would drive me crazy.
Oh my god. Oh.
Probably has about 50 songs. Did you hear his like love story and then it had Santa Claus is coming to town?
Yep.
It's like no idea. Like the battery ran out on it, so he changed the battery. Ever since that, no idea. Yeah, it does Beethoven. It does that. It does everything. Yep. It's terrible. Anyways, those of you that use our website, buy picks, do any of those things, there's a probability that the site's going to be down this afternoon. It could be as little as an hour or less. It could be as long as a couple hours. There'll be an error message up on the screen, so it's not like, oh my God, these guys are gone or anything like that. It's we have more traffic than our server can handle. It's a good problem. We appreciate it, So you just have to invest, and it's like a pretty light schedule. So for us, it's a good day to address it. Speaking of addressing it, let's talk about this college basketball. What's up tomorrow? Is it like tournaments or something? Man, that is a stacked schedule. Or we got college football. Tulsa and East Carolina. But it's crazy schedule tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
It's like Alabama, Purdue, Florida, Florida State. So we just have a list, and I just do every third one. It's like I used to do every other, and I do every third. Yep, my top play of the day yesterday was VCU. At least that one won. I mean, and that one even came down to it. They were up by 1 million all game. They were laying 16. In the last minute, it went to 18. It's like shit. Then they hit a 3 or fouled them. It's like 21 or something. Oh my God. Anyways, East Carolina against Tulsa. This is a shit game. Brad, what do you think of this thing?
East Carolina, Tulsa. I don't have a play for that one personally. Is that the first game of the day?
It's college football.
Yeah, it's the only game.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I didn't have a play for that one.
But how about you, Chris? Anything? Tulsa, East Carolina.
I was leaning East Carolina, just because Tulsa's been terrible. But it's not like East Carolina's been much better. But the thing is, East Carolina, they made the quarterback change from Garcia to Hauser, and they've been playing better. 105 points in their last 2 games. If that means anything. And East Carolina, a win here gets them bowl eligible. But Tulsa's still trying to fight for bowl eligibility. So it's one I'm not going near. But if I had to pick one, I'd go East Carolina. Tulsa's defense has allowed 45 plus in 4 of the last 5 and 5 of the last 7.
Yeah, I'll take the under 9 touchdowns in this one. I just don't see 9 touchdowns worth of offense with these teams. I understand East Carolina can put points on the board, but you look at Tulsa scores 10, 7, 20, 23, 10, 24. It's like there's nothing there that indicates 9 touchdowns.
East Carolina on the other side.
Yeah, but East Carolina, even 49-13 doesn't, I guess that's
true. Yeah, that's true.
I guess it does get it done, but I don't see him putting. I don't know, man. Just a lot of points. Take the under. Jay, anything on this beautiful matchup? This is really like this.
This is the pits.
Yeah, this is the pits. What does next week college football look like?
I would lean Tulsa in this game. Home dog, 15.5 just sets up for a cover, in my opinion. Like this seems like a 14-point Eastern Carolina win written all over. Like 15.5. Like, what kind of line is that? Like, very rarely will
it's a dead zone.
That's what I'm saying. Very rarely will we get in that type of range where that number is even relevant. So it's like, do they win by 17 or do they win by 14?
So there's Maction Tuesday, Wednesday. NC State, Georgia Tech is Thursday. And then Friday is Temple, UTSA, Purdue, Michigan State, and UNLV, San Jose State.
We got Wake. Not Wake.
No. Oh, Indiana catching 10.5 against Ohio State.
Nice.
So they're saying even if they lose that game, they're in the playoff.
Who?
Indiana.
I could see it.
Yeah, but they still got Purdue for the bucket. Hudson Card. Georgia's playing UMass next week.
We'll be back.
But they already starting. I'm just telling you, they already starting with the
Army Notre Dame's next week.
Indiana with 1 loss is not better than Georgia. They already starting.
Well, in all fairness, the strength of schedule is not even close.
Yeah, it's not close. I know. That's what I'm saying. They're starting right now. Like, we're starting to see it right now. We're starting to see it.
Oh, yeah. It's always going to be like this unless there's a playoff to get in the playoff. And at least saying that if you win your conference championship, you're in. At least that is a step forward. It's something that they would never have done before. Believe me, the screwing of the polls and the teams has been around as long as I've been around, and even longer. The team that usually does it is Notre Dame. Clemson taking on the Citadel.
The Big Ten need to fix their scheduling. There ain't no reason y'all got all them goddamn teams and ain't nobody playing nobody, bro. But still benefiting from being in the conference. You know what I mean?
Because the schedules are set years in advance.
I know. I'm just crying the crowd. In that same breath, my team, we got 0 ranked wins. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm being fair.
I mean, look at Georgia's schedule. I mean, it's crazy. They play a crazy schedule.
My team's best win is Vanderbilt, which is that saying too much?
I mean, how about Ohio State? They played 2 ranked teams that are 1-1. And the one that they won was, I mean, you got to call James Franklin. I don't know.
It is setting up to be a lot of crying.
It always is crying.
A lot of crying.
Knew it.
College
Knew
football.
Always is. College football is big TV money. Big money. Let's go back to the bowl system. Are they even having the bowls?
Yeah,
I guess they are.
Yeah, they're having the bowl.
Yeah, they're gonna have
You
the Duke's
kind of
Mayo
don't feel
Bowl.
like it though, right? Everybody just Just worried about the playoff, but
like who's in the bowls? Like who's in it? The number 13 through. But I guess the second round of the playoff is the big bowl games, as it should be. And the third round as well. And then the championship is, I don't know, it's always in Georgia for some reason.
I'm trying to see if I can find the latest bowl projections.
It's still 6 wins, right?
yeah, it's still 6 wins.
Yeah.
Colorado State's in. Yeah, they don't even cover the bowls.
Oh, the potato bowls, Bowling Green, San Jose State.
Sweet.
Colorado, they have penciled in for the Las Vegas Bowl against Texas A&M.
I like A&M in that one.
They got who and who, Chris?
Texas A&M, right? The projection is Texas A&M, Colorado in the Las Vegas Bowl.
What day is that?
The 27th.
I don't know, man.
Oh, we could hit that one.
I don't know, man. I kind of like Romanelli's playing the other day at Colorado and Kansas State in the Big 12 championship game. Kind of like that.
The Duke's Mayo Bowl is Wisconsin, Louisville.
We've never gotten that one. Where is Ashley?
Don't be weird.
The beauty of Ashley is she does videos. She always has. So it's not like she's not a real person, just a picture. You know?
Yeah. Ooh, SMU Vandy in the Gator Bowl.
I like Ashley, man. She's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's like low maintenance. What else we got going on? College hoops?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have NHL? Let's get that out of the way. There's a shitty sport no one cares about.
Hey.
Oh my God, look at all these games. Why bother? Got old logo, new logo against the wallpaper of Satan, the Devils.
You're gonna keep that.
Got the Rangers against the Sharks. Tampa Bay against the Jets. Jets. Senators against the Flyers. 10 games? So they're 5-5. Got Buffalo against St. Louis. The battle of mediocrity. It's funny because like mediocrity is good for Buffalo, bad for St. Louis.
Yeah.
Good mediocrity and bad mediocrity. Well, Chris.
All right, I'll be quick. I'll take the Panthers. Nice revenge spot for them. I thought that they were going to cash in the first meeting of the back-to-back. That will be up after the show. Yeah, Panthers. I think they get the revenge. Bobrovsky should be back in net for the Panthers. And the other one I'm going to take a shot on the Sharks. Plus 1.5. You're getting plus money. Even plus 325 on the money line. Said it. Shesterkin, when he has a bad start, it usually takes him a couple games to bounce back. And gave up another 5 goals last time out. The Sharks aren't going to beat a ton of teams, but they did shut out New Jersey. They did take Philly to overtime on this East Coast road trip so far. So there's just no way to play the Rangers here. So you might as well take a shot on some nice plus money with the Sharks.
You touching that Jets Lightning game at all?
Maybe. All right, fine. Premium. I'm on the Jets.
Damn.
Until I have a reason.
I got it.
Clear and concise reason not to.
I'll take the Lightning in that one. I mean,
of course.
They lost 4 in a row. This Jets team is going to lose at some point. I'm going to keep fading them. I think the fact that the Lightning are favored in this one, they're winning this game in Tampa. I'm not gonna lie. I was on the Rangers last game against the Jets, and that screwed me too. So I'm all in on.
I'm just sitting here thinking that I don't believe in teams being due for anything. And it's like I'm not going to just pass up even money with the team that's won 15 of 16 just because they're due.
Oh, here comes the bitchy attitude.
No. I'm not
passing up.
I think the whole do thing, but they're due for a loss.
They
start posturing.
Okay, first of all, there's no power stance happening here. Okay, leave it.
The power stance. The pathy power stance.
Is that Euro step?
Euro, man.
Pathy doing the Euro step.
A pro or Joe?
Can you imagine Pathy at the March Madness thing doing a Euro step trying to explain
What
something?
did he say? We're going global.
Everybody. NHL.
Oh, shout out Pathy, man. I'm with Brad. I'm on the Lightning. Let's do it, Lightning. I trust the Lightning at home. I done made a couple dollars with them boys at the crib this season. I know they lost the last one to the Flyers, but that just makes this a bounce back game at home at the crib. And because they lost to the Jets earlier in the season, it sets up the bounce back game at the crib. That's also a revenge game. Ooh, the NBA, I know they're one of my favorite spots. See if it roll over to hockey tonight. Give me the Lightning.
Chris, do you think the Jets are built for like postseason success, or are they just going to be a regular season juggernaut?
Probably just I don't know, regular season.
Yeah.
Until they prove it.
They're
Until
like
they show me they can make a sustained run. They've always had the pieces. Hellebuck's always been a Vezina Trophy winner. He's been one of the best goalies in the league, but they don't surround him. Last year, he was supposed to be, lead him to the promised land, and they got shelled. I think he was against Colorado in the first round. So,
is there a crack in the plan?
The plan.
it's
Chris's plan. Said that during the college football. We're starting to see crack. Are we?
it's just like then pull your shorts up.
Pull your shorts up and watch what we're doing over here. Yeah. Sharks plus 3.25. Plus $1.25 on the puck line. Are they that bad?
It's just they have been for so long. It's just like,
Stigma?
Yeah.
We got the Star versus the Bruins. Smudge against Canadiens.
Oh, damn, it didn't even come out right. My voice. Damn.
What was happening?
Damn.
It sounded like Jay was gonna get up and he's like smacked his chin off his desk or something like that.
I was gonna hit that.
Worst name in sports against the Edmonton Oilers. Smoking Kraken against the Blackhawks and Canucks. Formerly known as Canucks on other YouTube channels. Islanders. Team formerly referred to as the Canucks. Chris?
Yeah, give me the Smoking Kraken against the Blackhawks.
Posturing.
Yeah, give me the Kraken. They play the best hockey at home. They've had the bulk of the success against the Blackhawks in recent years, and I think they get the job done here. And I'm also going to take the Wild on the puck line against Montreal. Montreal, just really bad goaltending, and I think the Wild are just the far better team. I think they win that one by a couple. They've won 7 straight against Montreal. Majority of those by 2 goals. So, give me Minnesota.
So, Chris, what's the over/under on the date that Jay will book his March Madness trip to Vegas?
What do you mean over/under?
Like January 10th, before.
When's the first round?
March 19th-ish.
March 14th.
I'm gonna say, yeah, around there.
Oh wow.
Say hello to his friends over at the Horseshoe.
Yeah.
Jay, like I went over to the Horseshoe to meet him. It's like he's introducing me to people. This guy.
I was thinking about staying. I was thinking about their. Let me try that again. I was thinking of staying at the Horseshoe because of its proximity to Dave's Hot Chicken, but
Nice.
It's
not bad.
It used to be
Bally's. Yeah, I used to stay there back in the day. Many, many years ago. When I had a Caesars card.
Yeah, we're all it's like you have what's the guys on TikTok or whatever, we're Costco guys. It's like, yeah, we're Vidara guys.
It's like the thing is that on TikTok, so I didn't know this. Like your name is supposed to be your name. Like, and I put ours, I had it as the official site of Pick Dogs. So I had to submit to get it changed to Pick Dogs.
Oh.
It takes 48 hours, but in TikTok terms, that's like, could be 6 to 8
months.
Yeah, it's like not the best communicators in the world. No. We got Brad doing the shorts there with I can get an iPhone 16 Pro Max, 128 gigs for free from Verizon. Is that a good one? I don't even know what I have.
That was good.
Is it good? Romanelli phone shamed me into this one. I had the old one. He's like, I expected you to have a nicer phone than that. It's like, what? It's like, I don't know what
the intrusive thoughts won, and by later that day, I had a new iPhone.
No, my wife specializes in not checking my pockets, throwing that shit in the wash.
Costi says he it's a beast. You should get it. So
Costi has it. Latest. Costi loves the latest, greatest. He's our fashion guy. He's our consultation guy. Costi's new show. Costi's cool stuff. Since he's left us. Started his own thing. Same channel. I'm leaving. I'm starting my own thing. Really? Where? Same channel. It's here. Same channel. What? Can't do that. Did we go over these games?
Yeah. I think it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'll take the Romanellis against Vancouver. Plus 150. And I'll take the Blackhawks and just those two. There's not enough data here to work with. I used to have a really good source. It's called the Penny, the Lucky Penny.
Oh no, what happened to the Penny?
Penny, he's back here somewhere. There he is.
I remember those days.
Yeah, I got him right here. Luis Rivera getting a little.
We ain't seen the 8-ball in a minute either.
Yeah, ever since I redid the set the last time, I started redoing the set and I never finished. I don't like my lighting situation. By the time I redo this set, will Costi's new show be a failure?
Outlook not so good.
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Shit.
Not good.
That's hilarious.
All right. We got college hoops, right? We didn't do that yet. Afternoon basketball from the Sioux Center. North Dakota against Utah Valley. Wow, this line's moved since I did the video last night. New Orleans Privateers taking on Lindenwood. IU
Indy
It's IU Indianapolis. IU Indy is actually a Division II team. IU Indianapolis versus Eastern Mich, Stan Heath's team. Got Buffalo against Bryant. Did you know Earl Timberlake is still on Bryant? It's like
he's the Brandon Whedon of the NEC or the American East.
I mean, seriously, he's got to be 34 years old. He's got to be. Look like one of those Illinois players, man. They always look like they're like 35. There's certain guys like that just always look a little older.
Mississippi Valley got a win. Who the hell they beat?
The Mississippi University for women.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
UMBC against Coppin State. Bob Morris versus Stonehill. Brad, welcome to Pick Dogs. Jacksonville versus South Carolina State. Northern Kentucky versus Nicholls State. Northern Kentucky fucked me against Purdue. That's a good start.
I'm up.
Sure.
Where do we stop at?
We stopped at 7 o'clock Eastern, so 6 o'clock your time.
Okay.
So Ecclesia College versus UL Monroe's off the board.
That's exactly where I was going too.
Going to Ecclesia?
Nah, I'm kidding. Give me Eel Pui, man. I'm not referring to them as IU Indy. It's Eel Pui, man.
We're gonna get a nasty letter.
Man, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, maybe for you. We have to deal with the brunt of it.
Eastern Mich, man. They got, if you get blown out by 20 on the road at Texas State, man, you're untrustworthy. It's basically just my story because Texas State ain't never just been nothing dominant. So to lose by 20 on the road in this one, I don't trust you in this game. And your win over who they beat? Who is this? This is Siena Heights. Sounds like a high school team. That doesn't.
It sounds like a sitcom on MTV.
It does.
A reality show.
Who did Upui beat though? They didn't beat nobody spectacular either. Who is that? Goshen. Who the hell is that?
Goshen? Badasses, man.
Yeah.
Badasses. They're gonna come looking for your ass. Where's Jordan?
Oh wow. I'm on Upui in that one, man. I just think home gives them a little advantage. They played Xavier decently. Fade Eastern Mich. That's really all I like in this first little slot.
Yeah, for me in this slot, I'll look at New Orleans versus Lindenwood. Give me New Orleans on the money line here, or laying that. I think they open up as dogs, but now they're a 1.5 favorite. So I like that line movement too. But take that. I mean, they lost to Troy, they lost to Kansas State. Those were two very good opponents. Now they get Lindenwood, who is a much easier opponent. So I like the line movement. Give me the Privateers at home.
All over New Orleans. Big Easy, Chris.
Give me UMBC laying the points against Coppin State. Coppin State might be the worst team offensively in the country. They haven't scored more than 53 points in a game this season. It seems like a good spot for UMBC to bounce back and get back on track. If Coppin scores more than 60, I'd be shocked in this game. So give me UMBC laying the points. Maybe the under's worth a look as well. And that's all I like here.
That's all you like? I like Utah Valley, man, up against North Dakota right out of the gate. Revamped team, and I think they're headed in the right direction. I like Utah Valley up against the Hawks. I like Eastern Michigan against Indiana. Stan Heath, this guy can recruit. They probably got like some NBA caliber players. Who was the guy they had? The guy that got thrown out of. Yeah, he got thrown out everywhere.
Yeah,
he's not on the team anymore, right?
No, he's in the NBA.
Yeah, he got thrown out. He got thrown out of every team. It's like, we'll take him. We're in. What team's he on?
Cleveland?
Is he? He's undefeated.
Maybe.
Seem concerned about that, Cleveland.
I know. I can't.
That or someone farted. So you got that.
Could be both. There's a distinct possibility that it was both. That the thought, the question, and me over exerting myself thinking brought out the fart.
I'm gonna take Northern Kentucky over Nichols, man. They owe me one. I'm still bitter about that Purdue game. I mean, that was the ugliest. NKU should be back to form, really. And I think a lot of these defensive numbers that we see from Northern Kentucky also are because they played Purdue and Florida State. They've played a tough schedule. So some of the numbers that we see defensively, that 324th in field goal shooting against, don't let it fool you because they're also 354th in field goal shooting themselves. Pretty sad. Meanwhile, Nichols beat MUW. I don't even know who that is. In South
Mississippi
Alabama.
University for Women.
Right.
That's really who it is. I had to go double check. That is who it was. Oh my God.
South Alabama. I guess they're not just for Olympic women's boxing anymore, or whatever it is. South Alabama and New Mexico. Wow, they only lost by 7 against New Mexico. Yeah, I'll stay the hell away from that one. But I lean to Northern Kentucky. The Norse. Wichita State versus Northern Iowa. Mizzou versus Mississippi Valley State. Delta Devils.
Matching their win total from all last season.
They're in it to win it, man. Chattanooga, the Mocs, up against Morehead State. It was a rough road trip out west for the Mocs, man. I really thought they would be better than that. They're mocked, man. Oklahoma State against the Salukis of Southern Illinois. Arizona State versus Grand Canyon. Canyon's favored in that game, man. Arizona State played Gonzaga tough too. And they also beat somebody. Who'd they beat, Chris? They beat somebody good. They're not
Arizona
bad.
State?
Yeah.
They beat Santa Clara. Santa Clara, wasn't it?
Santa Clara, yeah. They beat them outright. South Dakota State Jackrabbits up against Northern Colorado. Randy Chambers didn't think that was important enough to do a video on that game. Clearly doesn't follow the program. When I told him, I was like, how could you leave that on? He said, you're right, I'm an idiot.
And somehow it shifted to me.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I am nurturing God.
You're a nurturing name caller.
I'm nurturing.
There. You're not an idiot. Ruffalo's an idiot.
It's like, have you seen Ruffalo recently? Brad, you work with Randy yet?
Randy and getting out of bed.
No,
I haven't spoke to Randy yet. I see his name all the time though.
Yeah, he'll be involved. Don't worry
Nice.
about it. Yeah, he'll be criticizing your work. Don't worry about it.
I saw him looking like on the Sports Chat place. It says when someone's like editing your page or looking at it. I saw him looking at one of my articles, so I didn't hear anything back, which may be good.
Nice. Yeah, no, maybe he was. Yeah,
He was just checking it over.
He's been with me forever. Believe me, it's like back in the day. Yeah, back in the day, man. Me and Randy used to do almost all the articles. I wrote them all. Randy did. I think I'm the only one that could write more than he does. Kansas State versus LSU. No Shaq. No, for LSU. New Mexico State versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I like the Islanders, man. I like them this year. UNLV versus Nebraska Omaha. I know Kevin Kruger, not one of my favorite coaches. Cal Poly SLO. Already way better than last year. I'll tell you that much. Against Seattle. And Pacific versus Northern Arizona. Pretty good card of shit games. For a card of shit games, really not bad. Brad, any meat on the bone here?
Yeah, I like this.
Do you refer to them as the Romanellis as well? Are they both the Romanellis?
They could be the Romanellis also.
Yeah, there we go.
The other Romanellis, kind of like the Los Angeles Lakers and the Lake Show.
Yeah, the other Romanelli.
Mercyhurst Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers.
For sure.
But yeah, give me Wichita State laying the points here. We saw Northern Iowa get blown out by a bad UCI team. They only put up 60 points in that game. Wichita State covered in both their games, and they put up 89 and 91 in those games. I just don't see how Northern Iowa keeps up if they can only put up 60 against UCI. I'm an AM Corpus Christi fan. Over the past few years, they've been a moneymaker for me. I did take them against New Mexico. I think it was on Tuesday. They got blown out, but I'm going right back to the well here. I actually think they win this one outright. They played Purdue their first game, and then New Mexico their second game. I mean, those are two very tough opponents. Now they get a New Mexico State team who, I mean, they beat Utah Tech. I'm not putting much stock in that one. Give me Corpus Christi on the money line there. I'll take LSU plus 8.5. I don't think they win this game, but I think they keep it competitive. K-State hasn't covered in both their games. I think that's a close and exciting one. And then, I'll take a shot with Arizona State. Like Mitch said, I really liked how they looked against Gonzaga. That Gonzaga team blew out a really good Baylor team. And the fact that Arizona State kept it to 8 points, I believe it was, that's very impressive. So Grand Canyon, they were a really solid team last season, a fun tournament team to watch in that first round, but they failed to cover in both their games. I think they are getting a player back. I think I read that, but I'll take a shot with Arizona State getting those points at home.
It's weird. So the two NBA teams that have the names that don't make sense for them because they moved from somewhere else are the Lakers and the Jazz, because they both are from cities where it like totally made sense. Like the Utah Jazz was the New Orleans Jazz. That made sense, right? Jazz, New Orleans. And the Minneapolis Lakers, Minnesota is the land of 1,000 lakes. And that's why they're the Lakers. And then they moved to LA. They're still the Lakers, even though there's no lakes. Doesn't make any sense at all. So be it. Chris?
Yeah, I like a couple of those. I like, I'm on Corpus Christi as well. 9-1 against the spread as a road dog since the start of last year. Great underdog on the road. So give me the Islanders there. I'm also on LSU because I want a team that's going to make their free throws down the stretch if I'm taking an underdog, and that's what LSU has done this season. Kansas State leaving a lot of points at the foul line. So give me LSU, especially now that this line's moved to 8.5. I'll take LSU in that one. And my favorite play of the second time slot, Chattanooga laying the 12 against Moorhead. Moorhead's just they're in shambles right now. They missed the majority of their roster from last year. You can see it. They got their teeth kicked in by Louisville and Cincinnati. I know Chattanooga's neither of those teams, but I think it's a good spot for Chattanooga to beat up on somebody, get some confidence. So give me the Mocs by 15 plus.
Yeah, getting back home, I like the Mocs as well in that one. 3 road games and pretty tough spots too for them, but they're pretty loaded. But I'll tell you who's loaded is Southern Illinois, the Salukis. You know who's their bitch? Oklahoma State. They freaking own them. The last 2 years, I've sat on this show and said I like Southern Illinois on the money line against Oklahoma State, and 2 years in a row, they've beaten the Cowboys outright. Forgot about that. So I don't see what's changed just because there's an entirely new roster of players like there's on every team over here. Some things never change. The Salukis were actually favored last year against Oklahoma State. No Cade Cunningham, no Marcus Smart. Taking Southern Illinois. The Salukis. The dog is mad. I'll roll with the Jackrabbits against Northern Colorado just because we can. We only get so many chances to bet on the Jackrabbits each year. Might as well make the most of them. And I like Omaha against UNLV. Just another chance to fade Kevin Kruger. I think UNLV can win this game, but no one underperforms like Kevin Kruger. I'm going to take Omaha, Peyton Manning's favorite team. Jay? Omaha.
I'm just rolling with 3 of my favorite college hoops teams, man. All 3 of them in action today, so I'm rolling with all of them. Y'all probably can name them all off the top of y'all head. Y'all think y'all can name them?
Yes. Grand Canyon.
Bingo.
Tarleton State against Tabor College.
Nah, not them.
Kansas State.
Nope.
Well, Jackrabbits, obviously.
Jackrabbits. And last one. I bet them a lot last year.
Mississippi Valley State.
That one could have been on there, but no, that's not the one I was referring to. I was actually the Salukis. There you go. Brother, with all three of my guys, man. So just rolling with the guns. Teams I made money with last season: Grand Canyon, South Dakota State, and the Salukis. But you can add Missouri on there too. You could very easily add Missouri on there. Mississippi Valley State, we faded them blindly last season, and it was profitable as well. So I'm kind of getting back in that mode, man. I just got to remember. All the spots from last year. But yeah, that's what I like college people say.
Well, takes us to the main event. We got the Eagles taking on the Commanders. Thursday night football on Amazon. Prime time. Eagles 4-point favorites in this one. You know, Jay hates the Eagles. Hates them.
And the hate continues.
Costi, we should bash Costi about that Jaden Daniel. Yeah, not Jaden Daniel, Anthony Richardson.
I'm on the Commanders, man, plus the 4. And I'm sprinkling on the outright money line. I felt like most of the season the Commanders have been overrated, overvalued. In this game, I feel like they're a little underrated. To me, if I was the lines maker, the line would be 3. Philly hasn't shown me anything to deserve to be over a 3-point favorite on the Commanders. I think for me personally, I'm just telling you my thoughts. If this game was on neutral field, the line would be even. So if we were in Washington, the line would be Commanders -3, or should be, in my opinion. So I think we got a point of value in here. I think the Commanders have a legitimate shot to win this game outright. It is a division game, 2 teams battling out at the top. Should be a good game tonight, but I'm going to grab the points with the Commanders. I feel like that's where I want to be, and attack the plus money as well. Fuck the Eagles, respectfully.
Brad.
Yep, I'm on the Commanders as well. Look, I think this Eagles team is overrated, overvalued. If you look at their nice little winning streak they got right now, they beat the Cowboys, Jags, Giants, Browns, and Bengals. All those teams have losing records. I'm not putting too much stock in this winning streak they have. They are able to get to the quarterback well so far this season, but I'm still not high on this Eagles secondary. I think they are susceptible for some big plays. So I like Jaden Daniels in this game. I like his passing yards. I think he's able to get out of the pocket and make plays. Give me the Eagles plus the 3.5. I do like them on the money line, but just to play it safe, I'm gonna take the points in my back pocket.
Chris?
Yeah, I like the over here. Like a track meet back and forth, up and down the field. 2 teams that are finding their offense as of late. And, I mean, Washington's already had it pretty much for the better part of the season. I could easily see, 27-24 at least, something like that. So give me the over, Washington, Philly.
I'm going to take the Eagles. I don't like teams on the road with a banged up offensive line. That's what the Commanders have. So I just think that, both tackles are injured and the backup tackles are injured also. So if you got no tackles, well, you got a quarterback that's running for their life, especially against the Eagles. So also, I think one of the things that we also have to consider here is that some of the worst calls I've ever seen outside of Pittsburgh have been at Philadelphia at night. Last year, they grabbed Jalen Waddle by the face mask, threw him to the ground. There was no call whatsoever on a ball thrown at him. It's like the Eagles get all the calls, man, at home. I like them in this one. I think they get to them. The Eagles just look really healthy across the board, too. It's like they haven't really been this healthy. Brown, Smith, Dotson, all healthy. Goddard, Jalen Hurts, Saquon.
Their ass.
Okay. All right.
You think Washington wins this division, Jay?
Jay thinks the Cowboys are going to go on a run.
I don't know.
Or a better question be as a Cowboys fan, who are you more worried in the future? Commanders or Eagles in the next 5 years?
Commanders for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think the Commanders, they got it right. You know, they got a good head coach in Dan Quinn, rookie quarterback, and they're only going to continue to build, especially these next 3-4 seasons while they have him on the rookie contract. They're going to be scary. The Eagles, on the other hand, I'm not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. I'm not, you know. He's good, but he's not great. Sirianni, I think, is I don't like him at all. Kellen Moore, solid OC, former Dallas OC, solid, not great, good, but not great. Like I just, in my opinion, I think the Eagles are just a good team, not a great team, and everybody wants them to and portrays them to be great. That's where my problem with the Eagles comes in at. Would I be surprised if they're going to run this season? No, I wouldn't be surprised. Like would I be shocked if I looked up and it was Detroit, Philly in the NFC Championship game? No, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't. But that don't mean that the Eagles fans should be beating their chest, yelling, "We're going to the Super Bowl!" Like, shut up, please. And that's just my thoughts. That's why I think they're overrated. They're a good team, but I think they're a little overrated, a little overvalued.
Yep, Sam. It'll be a good test tonight, though.
No, for sure.
All right. Well, that leads us to where we are. And that is parlay time.
Parlay.
Chris, got any parlays for the people?
I do. Let me go with college hoops. We'll go UMBC laying the points. We'll go with LSU plus the points. And Chattanooga laying the points.
For me, I'll start with the freemium. We're going Mavs. And then we'll just go to college hoops and we'll just take all three of my teams and see what they're looking like tonight. It's going to be my first time really putting eyes on all of them tonight. I got some time to do it tonight too because with only one NBA game. So give me the Salukis, give me the Jackrabbits, and give me the Antelopes, 4-teamer.
Got a little 2-teamer here. Give me A&M Corpus Christi money line, Commanders money line.
I'm going to take Jack Hughes to score the first goal in the Panthers-Devils game. He has scored the first goal in 3 of his last 4 games with the Devils when they've been dogs. It's plus 1,200. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts to score at least 2 touchdowns. He's scored 2 or more touchdowns in 3 of his last 4 games. I will take Brendan Gallagher to score and goal anytime. That's plus 320. He has scored a goal in 3 of the Canadiens' last 4 games. And then some guy named Luka Doncic to record a triple-double as he's recorded one in each of the Mavs' last 6 road games against losing teams, which the Jazz most certainly are. That bet is plus 425, which makes a $10 parlay pay $17,199. Seems almost too easy. That's like a Micah parlay. Big money. All right. Anyone have anything else to add?
Nope.
Buy some picks, sell some picks, do something. Like I said, the site is probably going to be down for a little bit. There'll be an error message up there for you. At least there should be, or else someone's going to get yelled at. Their names, I'm not going to mention your names, but it's our tech guy, Jose. The merch also, it closed out the last round for the merch, but we'll open up a new round for merch selling. And I ordered some other stuff that I didn't order this time. We'll do an unboxing whenever it gets here. I ordered a couple new hats and one of the zip up hoodie, the most expensive item. That's about it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It's been special. See you guys tomorrow. Costi won't be here. He's no longer with the show. He's no longer with us. He's Got a new show. Same channel. Not sure how that happened.
It's called The Future Endeavors.
It's called. It actually would be a good show if Costi like sat there like in one of those leather chairs with like a cigar and had like guests on. Don't you think that would be awesome?
I can see it.
Let's talk about the first stiff you ever had.
What's your preferred brand of Merce?
I mean, you're a big better. Who's the first bookie that ever ran out on you? It's like, all right. Thanks, everyone. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully, I'm feeling better by next week, man. I got like one of those colds, just crushing me.